Let's take some time to appreciate our multifaceted homes.
They're our refuge, our entertainment venues, and sometimes even our workspaces.
Today on PowerHouse, we'll look at what's new in TV technology to enhance our home entertainment options.
We'll track down those little energy vampires that live in many of our electronic devices and assess our home office energy usage.
And we'll try out some new and innovative gadgets that bring joy both at home and away.
That's all coming up next on this edition of PowerHouse. Welcome to a home appreciation episode of PowerHouse. Today we're going to tune up how we tune in. You know, our entertainment options available through streaming and cable and satellite deserve a great delivery platform. And so today we're going to learn about what's new in TV tech and how you may implement it in your PowerHouse. Here to fill us in on what's new and cutting edge is Randy Travis from Travis Audio Video. And Randy, explain to us some of these buzzwords we hear and acronyms like 4K, UHD, HDR, OLED. What do those things mean to us?
They're referring to either the technology itself or features of a technology. So, as an example, 4K, HDR, UHD, those are all features of a set that would refer to either the resolution of the set, how high of contrast a set can achieve. Then other terms or acronyms that you hear today, OLED certainly being one of them, is referring to a core technology, which is organic light emitting diode. So LED technology is using a series or strips of LED lights that backlight the panel, and OLED technology is organic in that each individual pixel has its own light source. So the result is that when you're looking at an LED technology, there's 8.3 million pixels on a 4K set. So we're using a couple of hundred LED lights to light up those 8.3 million pixels. On an OLED set, each individual pixel has its own light source. There is no backlighting, there's no bulbs, lights, lamps, so each individual pixel has its own light source, so it can produce a perfect black. And that makes the color gamut go off the charts, blacker blacks, whiter whites, and then it's emissive technology, which enables a wider horizontal vertical viewing angle, versus LED technology is transmissive. As I get at wider angles, I start losing some brightness and detail.
Well, I can really tell the contrast difference in these two and the color too. That looks purple to me now.
Right.
Now that you've pointed that out.
Right.
Now, smart TVs. Are they all smart TVs now? And what advantage does a smart TV bring to a consumer?
I would venture to say that probably 99% of the TVs from a 32-inch larger are all smart to varying degrees. So a smart TV, or describing a smart TV, is really a generic term that means that the set can either receive a Wi-Fi signal or a internet signal through an Ethernet cable to allow a consumer to stream content rather than subscribing to cable or satellite services or even a set of rabbit ears.
So something like that might be Netflix that people are familiar with, right?
Right.
It's built into the system.
Correct. Smart, again, like I said, is a generic term, so there's different levels of smarts, and it really just comes down to ease of use, what the set's capable of, and how good it can deliver that.
While shopping, what are other features we need to be aware of?
To me, I mean, really what it comes down to as much as anything is determining as a consumer, just really need to be concerned with a few things to try to keep it as easy as possible to make an intelligent choice, is determining, you know, how much space do I have where I want to put the set, so how much space do I have, and then it's a matter of how good of a set do I want and how much money do I want to spend. It's not so much dependent to me anymore as far as how big or small the room is or how close or how far away I am. It's more about physical space, where I'm going to put the set, how good do I want, and how much money do I want to spend.
So speaking of money, is it possible to give us a price range for a particular size of television?
So the two most popular size categories on the market today, as far as numbers being sold in the United States, would be either a 55 or 65 category. Although even larger sets are gaining ground, 55 and 65 are still the most popular size categories. And just as an example, in a 55-inch size category, just in the two brands that we carry, you can literally be anywhere from about $450 to about $4,000. So that's a huge gap, and it gives consumers a lot of choice. Where do I want to be at? And there's no right or wrong to that. It's more about, again, how big do I go, how good do I go, and how much money do I want to spend? In fact, sometimes people will look at the fact that, just as an example, would I rather have a 55-inch for $4,000, or would I rather have an 85-inch for $2,000? So then it comes into space. There's certainly an argument to go to an 85 for half the money and get a 50% bigger picture, but sometimes space comes into play and how good of a picture I want.
So let's say I decide upon which TV fits those three categories. Is that something I can install myself, or would you recommend a professional install?
We would prefer to install most sets ourselves, particularly if you're mounting a set. But even as simple as taking a set out of the box and putting the feet on and putting it on a stand, damage can occur. These screens are relatively fragile in that if pressure is applied to the screen, they can crack the crystals, particularly on an LED. Now on an OLED has a lot harder surface. If I hit an LED screen that hard, I could really easily crack it on an LED screen. If I hit an LED screen, you can see that.
Sure.
Of that light. If I hit it too hard, it can crack the crystals behind the screen.
This glass is really strong.
Right, it is. It can still crack, but it takes a lot more effort to crack it.
Thank you, Randy. This is great information. You have given us a lot of food for thought. Food for thought for you if you're considering implementing new TV technology into your PowerHouse. On average, modern TVs consume 106.9 kilowatt hours of electricity per year, costing roughly $16 annually to run in the U.S. Even when off, your TV will draw from 0.5 watts to 3 watts while in standby.
Visit PowerHouseTV.com for more tips and tricks on finding and eliminating energy vampires in your home. Search Phantom Power.
In an on-demand world, energy and all the things it powers are right at our fingertips.
This instant-on approach to our modern conveniences is a bit of a double-edged sword. It's created homes full of energy vampires.
That's right. Just like mythological vampires draw the life slowly out of their victims, vampire electronics methodically drain energy out of your home and dollars out of your budget. So we're going to help you identify and eliminate some of the worst energy villains in your PowerHouse.
One of the easiest ways to identify energy vampires is to take a look around your darkened home at night. Do you see an array of tiny lights or lighted displays? Those are likely some of your vampires doing what they do in the dark of night. When you take a minute to really look, you might be surprised at what's peeking back at you. This is one of the most obvious clues about your phantom power use.
If you do a little exploration around your house, room by room, you'll discover that there are lots of appliances that are drawing electricity all the time. The clocks here on the microwave and the stove in the kitchen are a reminder that they're constantly pulling a little bit of electricity. Now, it's just a little bit, it's minimal, and it's not very practical to unplug those. And we're going to give a pass to the refrigerator too because it's refrigerating all the time. But here's where we're going to find some things we can unplug. On your countertops, do you have small appliances stacked up? This is the one we all have, the coffee maker. Unplug it. The same holds true for blenders, toasters, toaster ovens, air fryers. All of those are drawing a little bit of energy, and by the time they all add up, that adds to your bill. So the key thing to do is those items that you don't use every day, unplug those and cut off the energy vampires at their source.
Your bathroom might have a sneaky vampire or two. Styling appliances such as a blow dryer, curling iron, electric shaver, and standalone fans and heaters will continually pull a bit of current when they're plugged in. The best approach is to plug them in only when they're needed and to unplug them when you're not using them.
The areas where you live and play might have the most energy-stealing culprits. TVs typically have a standby mode, as do many stereo components and powered speakers. Consider plugging the components of your entertainment system into a single switchable surge protector strip. That way, the whole strip can be powered down when the system's not in use.
Also, check around for phone and device chargers. Some experts have dubbed these accessories wall warts because of their constant presence in our outlets. These little energy drainers should be unplugged when not in use, so they're not charging you money while they're not charging your phone.
When wrangling those entertainment vampires, don't forget about Wi-Fi routers and gaming systems. Both continue to draw power even when they're not in use. Add them to the strip with the TV and other electronics that you can easily power off.
Increased capabilities of gaming systems such as built-in video streaming also up their ability to drain power. Some top-of-the-line systems use between 70 and 90 watts per hour while streaming video. This is well above the Energy Star standard of 50. Consider using your gaming consoles for gaming exclusively and leave the streaming to a dedicated streaming device which uses a fraction of the power.
Another way to reduce the idle energy your gaming system uses is by adjusting the system settings to make sure the console automatically shuts down after an hour of inactivity. The Natural Resources Defense Council estimates that the average household likely loses more than $165 every year due to energy vampires.
The bad guys are easy to spot. Take a look around your PowerHouse and be an energy-saving hero.
How much electricity does a typical American home use per month? Is it A, about 900 kilowatt hours, B, about 9,000 kilowatt hours, C, about 90,000 kilowatt hours, or D, 1.21 gigawatt hours? The answer when we come back. How much electricity does a typical American home use per month? Is it A, about 900 kilowatt hours, B, about 9,000 kilowatt hours, C, about 90,000 kilowatt hours, or D, 1.21 gigawatt hours? According to the Energy Information Administration, the typical American home uses 909 kilowatt hours per month. Home offices can be convenient. I mean, after all, you can't beat a 0-mile commute. And they can also be a significant source of energy consumption.
You know, Megan, and it's no surprise. Think of all the components that go into making a home office functional, and most of them come with a power cord.
Good choices, possible upgrades, and the smart use of your electronics can help make your home office space work better and more efficiently for you.
We talked about taming the energy monsters in other areas of your PowerHouse. Follow the same advice here. For items that you're not using overnight, over the weekend, or for other significant parts of the day, group them onto a power strip and shut them all down together when not in use. Or explore the features of smart home hub technology and see if the automation and monitoring functions can help you to create greater energy efficiency day to day.
If you have a choice between using a desktop computer or a laptop, opt for the laptop. It uses significantly less energy, in some cases 80% less, and it can even be run off battery for portions of your workday. Minimize the power used by chargers and be sure to remove your laptop or tablet from the charger when it's fully charged to stop the draw of power and avoid battery damage or degradation. Then, unplug or switch off the chargers when they're not in use.
This is an easy one. Be sure your task lights are using the most efficient types of bulbs available, typically LEDs. These fixtures should also be connected to a power strip, smart plugs, or hubs so you can turn them off all at once. Take advantage of natural light when you can and minimize use of overhead fixtures, which can take more energy to operate.
When upgrading or adding pieces of equipment to your home office, look for Energy Star rated products. These items are designed to be more energy efficient and friendlier to the environment. Computers, printers, phones, monitors, and other office electronics can qualify for the Energy Star rating, and these items can actually save you money over long-term use.
Now, did you know your computer settings can help you control energy consumption? Access the setting menus to dim the brightness of your monitor to draw less power. Set up the unit to switch to a standby or sleep mode after a short period of inactivity, and turn down volume settings on monitors and external speakers. Using a headset or earbuds can help you with that last item. And be sure printers, scanners, and other items are set up as efficiently as possible.
Don't forget to pay attention to your heating and cooling choices. Instead of constantly adjusting the thermostat, just add an extra layer of clothing or use a fan to help regulate the temperature and stay comfortable.
All right, Megan, now I have lots of ideas to take home to make my office more efficient.
Right? For more tips on keeping all parts of your home as energy efficient as possible, visit PowerHouseTV.com. Bonus tip. Power strips do more than just making powering down efficient. With a surge protecting strip, your valuable electronics are protected from damage from power surges. They also help keep the potential for a tangled mess of wires in check, keeping your workspace less cluttered and improving your productivity.
Did you know? In 1992, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, introduced Energy Star as a voluntary labeling program designed to identify and promote energy-efficient products to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Computers and monitors were the first labeled products. We've worked hard today, Megan.
We really have, and I think we deserve to take a break and explore some gadgets that can make our work more convenient, more comfortable, and more cutting edge. Are you ready?
Born that way. Hey, can I go first?
Yes, please do.
All right. I know everything is smart these days, but this may be a first for me, a smart water bottle. And Megan, just like a lot of bottles, this one is vacuum insulated, keeps water cold for 24 hours, and has a leak-proof lid. The other thing, it comes with an app that allows me to do a couple different things with it, and see that? Yeah. Glows, gets your attention. So I can track my water intake with a customizable glowing base that reminds me to take some sips.
Right, drink more water.
Yeah, and you can program it if you want it to come on every hour. It'll do that. One more time, I have to do that for you. Isn't that pretty cool?
It is.
Or you could have it in the morning, the afternoon, again, to increase your water intake. Now, the other thing this may be the best thing even for me, Megan, there's a tracking feature with the app that allows you to find the bottle if you set it down somewhere and forget it. Now, that would never happen for me,
No,
of
you
course.
would never
No.
forget your water bottle. In the same way that I would never forget that I just poured myself a hot cup of coffee or brewed myself a hot cup of tea 3 hours ago. But now I've got that problem solved too. This little magical mug also has an app, so I can choose the temperature for my beverage to maintain. It can remember presets, send me notifications, and
That's very cool.
it has a little charger here that you set it on here, and it will maintain a temperature for 90 minutes on one charge, and it puts itself to sleep when it's empty, so no more cold coffee or tea for me.
That seems perfect for you.
I know, I love it.
Now, sometimes I like things a little bit old school, but with a new tech flair, and this fits that bill exactly. Megan, this tablet is amazing. I can write on it just like I'm writing on a notebook, but then it converts my handwriting to text that can be saved or shared. And I know you have one of these, right?
I do, and it has eliminated stacks and stacks of notepads for me. It's a game changer.
Yeah, I can also read, review, and mark up PDF documents. It's so lightweight with the stylus, it feels like I'm writing on paper. It integrates with Google Drive, Dropbox, and Microsoft OneDrive, and has a long-lasting battery, so it's a perfect work travel tool, or just convenient to use at my desk without creating more paper waste.
That is a terrific product. I also chose something that's lightweight and slim. This full-size computer keyboard is actually solar powered. You see the photovoltaic panels right here. It is lightweight, it's wireless, so I have more freedom of movement, and it charges itself wherever there's light. It'll hold that charge for around 3 months, even in total darkness. So if you put it in your desk drawer and it's fully charged, you can pull it back out and use it. It's easy to use with a desktop or a laptop. You just need to, pair up the connection and you're ready to go with no delays or dropouts, fewer cords, less hassle. It's got my name written all over it.
Very cool. I like it when I find one thing that can do two things. And this wireless charging mouse pad is a great addition to my desk. Rather than leaving my phone plugged into a charger and risk damaging the battery, I can just set my phone down on it and the mouse pad charges it when it needs a boost. No extra charging cords hanging out at my desk, and the charge is fast and easy. I like this.
Right, cleans up, organizes your desk too, and it does more than one thing, which is really valuable. This last thing I'm going to show you also does more than one thing. This is a multi-purpose desk lamp with a wireless charging base. Really cool. It's a dimmable, color, temperature, flexible light. The base is a charging station, so it can charge 2 devices simultaneously. It displays time, date, and temperature. I'll show you how that works. There you go. And it does all of that while being 78% more energy efficient than a traditional desk lamp. I mean,
I like that.
It's not a contest, but I win, I think. That's great.
Megan, clearly, we're all winners. Remember, when you add gadgets and accessories, use the tips we provided earlier to make sure they don't join the ranks of the energy vampires.
That's right. Check out these products, have fun, and make the most of your PowerHouse.